it's so funny, dude, because I know I'm young, I'm 23, but like from 20 to now, I've changed so much.
Yes.
And I feel like 23 has been the most transformative year for me. Just because I feel like I was telling my brother this again last night. I was like, yo, it's like being born again, almost like you're first realizing that you're like your own thing. But now I'm like my own man, and I have control over myself, and I like have done things that I'm proud of, and I'm realizing that I am my own being, like, and I'm in control of it. It was just kind of like, it was like the overwhelming thing that I've been just kind of like realizing this year. But anyways, to bring that back around to say, when I was young, I feel like that was the mode, and it takes a minute, and that's why all my albums are called rough drafts, because I remember how upset I was at myself for messing up things in my life, or not really, because I don't think you can mess up anything. Everything's intentional. But at the time, I was in relationships, and I felt like I wasn't doing it the way I was supposed to be, and I was so hard on myself.
Yes.
I was so hard. I was in a dark place for a long time because I was like, why don't I? But I realized and look back at my life, I was like, this is how you were taught to do it. It was like, and I was like, so it takes these, going and failing and going and making mistakes to kind of realize who you want to be and what makes you happy. And I had to stop being so hard on myself. And that's why I made the first two albums, because they're about relationships and not being great in them. But it's okay. You're 15, you're 16, you're 17 years old. You're learning your body. You're finding, especially you're in entertainment. There's women around, and you just don't really know anything. You just, and so I just kind of was like, yo, it's okay to be a rough draft. It's okay to kind of, mispronounce something or not have the punctuation right or misspell a word. And so as I've gotten older, I've started just, it's all carving out, it's all adjusting, it's figuring out who it is that you really want to be. And every time you figure out something you like, okay, you shave that part of you that isn't you, boom. Now I got a little better image of who I am.
The perfect part about your journey has to be about your pursuit.
Yes, absolutely.
That your pursuit is constant. It's daily.
Yeah.
That's why this conversation is so powerful.
Yeah.
I want you to never be fooled by the fact that when you go through these mistakes, look at grass, look at a lawn, right?
Yeah.
If you look at a beautiful lawn that looks perfect, right? It's green, it's lush. Everybody's going to tell you about the seeds that it took. Everybody's going to tell you about the water that it took to grow it. Everybody's going to tell you about the sun. But nobody wants to talk about the manure.
Yeah, the amount of poo. The amount of
that it took.
Yeah.
Also go into the process of growing this lush lawn.
Dude, that's social media.
Totally.
That's social media. That's exactly what that is. People want to see the perfect picture, but they don't want to see all of the blood, sweat, and tears, and nobody wants to talk about that part.
Nope. They see you do this phenomenal show.
Yeah.
They didn't see when they see you playing your guitar, and singing, and your post, and how beautiful that is. What they don't see are the times where you had to try to learn how to play that note. Yeah. It didn't sound great.
The blisters that came with it. You know what I'm saying? The blisters that came with it. They didn't see when I was at when I would be at your crib running around like, man, I just want to work. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of these moments, dude, they're so important. And that's why, again, like you said, these are so, I just think it's vital for, like you said, people my age, people younger. And I'm specifically meaning from like ages like 16 to like 20, 21. Yes. Like, there's so much pressure because you start looking like a man. You start, being forced into these positions of being older. And again, if you don't have anybody helping you into that, it can be like, yo, what the heck did I just get dropped into? It's like Hunger Games. Like, I was just dropped here. Okay, now I got to learn. I got to provide for myself. I got to provide for the person that I love. I got to be on top of my stuff. I got to keep learning, but I also got to make time to teach someone. You know what I'm saying? Life just kind of unravels at a rate that maybe you weren't prepared for, and that's why it helps having these conversations and just letting people know. Like, when I hear stories, it kills me, bro. It hurts my heart to hear about people taking their lives, especially like young black men. And I'm just like, dude, we're good at everything, okay? Anything that we want to do. So like when I hear that, I'm just like, that could have been the next president. That could have been the next, somebody that. So, but I feel like if that person knew that it's okay to be confused, it's okay to not have it figured out, it's okay to not have all the answers. It's all right. It's all right.
Yes, and when you get and once you give yourself permission to say that you don't have the answers, now give yourself permission to go seek them out.
Yeah.
Right? That again, it's one of the reasons why I wrote Male versus Man, because I know that there were so many times in my life, to your point, in those formative years from 16 to 21, when I didn't have the answers, I didn't have my father around, where I go, well, where's the playbook?
Yeah.
Who's got the answers? Who's going to give me the coaching that I need in order to get there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you said something that was powerful, because you said, now, what happens when I'm moving in these years of I look like a man?
Yeah.
That's listen, I was literally talking to Halle Berry today, and we were talking about this very thing, talking about how grown males who are wearing the uniform of a man.
Yeah.
Right? Facial hair, accoutrements of accomplishment, might have a nice car, might even be accomplished in his chosen career, his chosen field, but stuck in the mental capacity of a boy.
Yeah.
Right? There are a bunch of those running around society.
Oh, dude.
A lot of chaos. So how do we get from that space to where we're wearing this uniform, and society is going to expect us to perform as a man?
Yeah.
How do we get to that side?
Yeah. Hi.
As a singer, before you went in, you didn't go into the studio and you hit every note perfectly. No. You didn't go that way.
I'm going to be in there all day until it's right. That's right. All day until it's right.
If we look at our manhood like that, through that lens, through that filter, that's how we know what our pathway forward is.
Yeah, for sure.
Because look, there's no way for you to know what a great note sounds like until you hear a bad note.
Oh yeah. No, and that's why people are like, how did you learn to sing? And I was like, and even when it comes to directing, because I've been directing my music videos now and
love it.
Different things. I'm just like, they're like, how did you start that? And I was like, I knew what I hated. I knew what I didn't like. I said, I'll watch a movie, and if I don't like a part, I'll ask myself, why don't I like it? And then if I do like something, I'm like, why do I like it? So when I'm creating something, as long as you don't like, and it's the same when I started learning to sing. I remember when I first started singing, when I first got signed, they just kept saying, he sounds like Chris Brown. He sounds like Chris Brown. He sounds way too much like Chris Brown. Because that's all I listened to. So then I started listening to other people. And by doing that, I realized, okay, I like how this person sounds when I do that. So let me grab that. Let me grab that. It's like, that's kind of how, life is. It's like, does this work for me? Does this not? And I only know that by knowing what I don't like. It's like a process of elimination. The road. Yeah. Whatever road we're supposed to go on, okay, we go down that road. Oh, nope, that has that thing. Okay, so maybe it's this road. Oh, no, it's not that road. So maybe it's this road. You know what I'm saying? And
yes. So watch this. You said something powerful that just sparked something else. You talked about how your musical influences, what you were listening to, influenced your sound.
Yeah.
Well, watch this. People have often said to me that I am I sound like a Malcolm X, Anthony Robbins, and Iyanla Vanzant, rolled into one. Well, if you think about all of the people that I've ever looked to and I've listened to, Muhammad Ali influenced my manhood. Malcolm X influenced my manhood, right? Dr. King influenced my manhood. Barack Obama influenced my manhood. Yeah. My father influenced my manhood because at times he was my anti-role model.
Yeah.
Right? So all of those things, those voices of manhood begin to influence yours. So now, thinking about it that way, you say to yourself, okay, what kind of man do I want to be? Figure out who that man is, and then begin to look at their walk. Listen to their talk, because that manhood will begin to inform your own.
Yeah.
Right? The same way that it influenced your musical choices, influenced what your sound was.
Yeah.
Are there certain people that you see in the space of manhood, like those folks, that you say to yourself, yeah, that would be good as a model that I can mirror?
Well, you just named one for sure. Muhammad Ali is a huge one for me. I remember I had like a phase. I was probably like 14 years old, and I remember it was like 4 or 5 months. I just watched everything that he ever did and interviews and all that. And I kind of use him when it comes to decisions that I have to make that everyone may not understand.
Yes.
I use Prince for that too. It's just like, if these people can believe in themselves this much, then I can believe in myself, you know?
Yes.
And it's more so just saying, like, when the world is like, are you joking me? There's no way you're going to go to the army and you're going to do it. And I'm going to say no, actually. And do what you got to do about that. But that's what I believe, and that's what I'm going to do. And that's how I feel about Prince. Prince went out on the stage, and he's like, I'm going to put on purple heels. I'm going to put on a bodysuit. I'm going to put on mascara. And women are going to love me. You know? And like, but it's just like how much belief you had in that. So that's when I started playing guitar, really. You know, when I started like writing my own music, directing my own stuff. I'm like, I can do it.
Yep.
And it's because I believe in it.
Yep.
And I just realized, that's kind of, there's got to be some sort of, although I feel like we're all confused at times, we don't always all have it figured out. You got to have some sort of confidence in knowing that it's going to work out, or knowing that it's going to turn out, well. You know?
No question. And here's why you know it's going to turn out well. No matter what happens, you're going to learn from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Better,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So everything that you were talking about, just in terms of, and this really is what the benchmark of what manhood really is about. As long as my intention is for other people, not just myself, but for other people to benefit from what I do,
yeah,
I can stand on the decisions that I make, even when they are not popular.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali was not fully appreciated.
No, not at all. Not even not fully, not even a little bit.
All. Like, did you ever see the Esquire cover, magazine cover, where he's in his trunks, his boxing trunks, boxing shoes. He's got his hands behind his back, and he's got arrows.
Yes.
Right? At that time, that's what was happening.
Yeah.
He was literally being assailed and assassinated in real time.
Yeah.
Malcolm X. Nobody fully appreciated who this brother was.
Oh my gosh.
Even Dr. King, who was considered to be the one that people could like.
And that's what I mean when I was saying hero again. These people, man, they were so I always bring this up. Do you watch the Avengers and all that, or not really?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I don't believe in villains and being evil, but Thanos' journey, like in these last two movies, I don't care what it takes, what I have to do, who's gonna be upset about it. I have to do this. This is my calling. This is my purpose. And if they kill me for it, they kill me for it. You know, and most times that's how you know that what you're doing is on the right path. If the powers that be are like, oh, he's trying to show them the truth.
Absolutely.
He's trying to give them the keys. He's trying to make sure they know that they can do whatever they want to do. Like, you know, and that is scary. That is fearful for the people that don't want you to know that. That is, you know, they want you to have fear itself, fear that you can't accomplish something, fear that you can't whatever. And these people were like, they're going to know, and they're going to know because of me that they can do anything. And that's just the scariest thing in the world for people that are in control of it.
Well, let me tell you something. That is the highest level of manhood, to be able to say, even when it's not popular, but that you know that what you're doing is on the side of righteousness.
Yes, exactly.
And that is on principle, and that other people will benefit from it. That's the most elevated space of manhood, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Trevor.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, man.
I am so thankful for your trajectory, and you know that forever and a day, it's a phone call. It's a phone call.
Water, bro. You're gonna hit these waves one of these days.
Man, and guess what? We will do that.
And we'll get I'll get back to the golf course. I got my club in the garage.
We will do that.